AFTV Mo, were we lucky there?
Yes, absolutely. Leeds should have won. If I was a Leeds fan, I'd be really pulling my hair out. That, you know, when are you going to get a better chance to go and put a couple goals past Arsenal and, you know, get those bragging rights of beating Arsenal? And they didn't take it. We're lucky and relieved.
Got to start on this Pepe. What's he doing, man?
Well, Robbie, listen, man, you reinforce the behaviours in your squad as a manager. And when you properly and consistently clamp down on ill discipline, your players stop doing that. And Arteta has been inconsistent with how he's dealt with ill discipline, how he's dealt with non-negotiables and all of that sort of stuff. Ozil, never mind dropped, he gets exiled. Willian does what he wants, shows a lack of discipline, nothing happens. Still in the starting lineup. So I'm not surprised that, you know, our players aren't properly regimented in the way they act and conduct themselves. You know, we've seen lacquer, laughing gas every now and then, you know, silly things like that. It's just not good enough. You look at...
Hold on, wait a minute. Were you blaming this onto Arteta?
100%, Robbie.
What?
Yes, Robbie, I am.
Player is playing on the pitch and headbutts, knowing that, you know, in modern day football, the minute you put your head, or, you know, we saw the other day in the Tottenham game when the manager, I think it was Martial, put a little tap on Lamella's face, and you know what's going to happen. That's got nothing to do with Arteta.
Yeah, it does.
What?
Yes, it does. Because I'm talking about how you instill that discipline in your players. And he hasn't done it. It's been very inconsistently spread across the squad in terms of how he disciplines his players. Yeah, I mean, and look, I know Liverpool are an incredible side, but you look at Jurgen Klopp, absolutely every single player plays for him, respects him, fears him, and plays for their whole team. They don't go and act like individuals and kind of, oh, I'll do this, I'll do that, because Jurgen Klopp has got one hell of a handle on that squad. And even with Arsene Wenger, right, when he, a lot of players would get red cards, but he was consistent in the way he applied it. He almost had that trade-off that he's not going to prescribe to them what should be done. He's not going to punish them to the nth degree. He was a lot more sort of mature and less of a autocrat in the way he managed his squad. He'd let them go and express themselves. Sometimes it'd be good, sometimes it'd be bad. I even remember Dennis Bergkamp chucking an elbow here or there, getting a red card, that sort of thing. Patrick Vieira, you know, a lot of aggression. And Arsene Wenger never exiled anyone. He dealt with them all consistently, and he got a lot of stick for that. People used to criticize Arsenal a lot for getting too many red cards, but it's about that consistency. And Arsene Wenger, in my opinion, he did that because he felt like it gave the team a little bit of something, a little bit, you know, that fight and that, you know, ability to dig a bit deeper because they wouldn't get in trouble for it. In my opinion, it was a conscious decision. It's worth the trade-off.
You don't know what's happening behind the scenes with certain players. You don't know, like in the case of, say, Guendouzi, for instance, there's been rumours coming out from a while that, you know, his attitude and stuff like that. So, yes, he's been kind of exiled, but, you don't know what's happened behind the scenes with Ozil.
Yeah, of course we don't know what's... We don't know what happened.
This is an incident where Pepe's lost his head and could have cost, well, he's cost the team a minimum. He's cost the team definitely any chance of 3 points.
Yeah.
And, we're lucky to get away with a point.
Yeah, and listen, Robbie, when I putting this on Arteta, I'm obviously not excusing Pepe. I'm not saying, oh, Pepe has got no say in this. Of course he does. He's an absolute idiot. It's almost like obvious. It doesn't even need to be said, and that's why I'm not saying it. He's an idiot, and he is at fault here. But the problem I have is, look, you and I were talking a few days ago, we were talking about Willian, and we were saying poor form plus his ill discipline. What should that result in? And both you and I said there's no way he should be in the starting lineup for today's game, right? And we were wrong. He was in the starting lineup. We were not able to judge how Arteta dealt with that situation. Now you tell me with absolute confidence, the next game or the next Premier League game, is Pepe going to be in the squad? Is he going to be in the starting lineup? Is he going to be left out entirely? You tell me.
He's out for 3 weeks.
Yeah,
So.
of course. Sorry, yeah. Silly question. All right, let's say Europa League, the next Europa League game. Or, in a way, it's frustrating that he's out for 3 games because now we can't see what Arteta would have done. But my point is, I've got no faith in how Arteta is going to handle that. I've got literally no faith. And Ceballos, you know, potentially got into a little scrap or whatever. Luiz wasn't in, Ceballos was in. I just don't know what goes on anymore. I find it all very inconsistent. And for me, that is Arsenal in a nutshell right now. And that's what I've said. We talk Arteta, you know, this is about Arteta. He talks the talk, but he doesn't walk the walk. And frankly, I'm getting a bit frustrated because he always says the right things. You know, when it came to Mesut Ozil, he said football reasons. All right, fine. If it's football reasons, if it's not showing the required effort and the required attitude, then fine. I haven't got a problem with that. But now there's various other players that when it comes to football reasons, you know, they're not doing what they should be, but they're still in the squad. They're still in the team. And also now I'd say football reasons, again, if that's the important thing that you make your decisions on, football reasons are begging us to try something else for some creativity in the team. So you might have taken him out for football reasons, but you can reference football reasons and put him back in now. Because when was the last time we scored a goal in open play? We're appalling to watch. We're abysmal to watch. We really, really are. I have no idea why why Willian was starting today. Explain that to me. We're trying the same old things. And today, Aubameyang, we played where we wanted it, right? We were all happy about that. But the fact of the matter is, you know, I'm not going to judge it purely in 90 minutes. If we have another game and another game,
you can't judge it in 90 minutes because, you know, we were 10 men down for literally half of that.
But even the 51 minutes that, you know, we were 11-11, we did nothing. But the point is, if we have another game and another game with Aubameyang playing down the middle and we still don't click, it doesn't work, again, it comes back to that conversation about creativity. And we're seriously lacking on that. Arteta needs to do something different. He, as far as I'm concerned, any one of us before the start of the season this year, if we had said the current performance and the current results that we're seeing from Arsenal, if we had said, yeah, I think that's fair enough for Arteta, I think that's acceptable, we would have been laughed away by our mates, whoever we're talking to. This is not acceptable. Arteta, there's pressure on him now. Simple as that. Because of the way he's handled the squad, his management, his tactics, his selections, and the results. Above all, the results. It's good.
You sound like you're losing faith in him.
I still think, I really, really still rate Arteta. I still think he'll be a successful manager. But the problem is, you see managers going to different clubs, and sometimes it doesn't work, other times it does work. And it's because they'll make certain mistakes at clubs. You look at Unai Emery. He is doing very, very well for Villarreal right now. And you learn from your mistakes. I think that the way Arteta is inconsistently managing this squad is causing him an issue right now. And also, I really, really don't see... I know we're not playing very well, but I don't see a team that should be as motivated as they are, or a team that are as motivated as they should be right now. And I just wonder, like, you know, is there good morale in that dressing room? Are people happy with the way things are going? You know, Mesut Ozil seems like quite a popular person in the dressing room. Sometimes I do wonder, like, are players a little bit dejected? Guendouzi gone, Ozil gone, and then other players. Is there a bit of favoritism going on? I just don't understand it. You know, Willock, Reece Nelson, are they frustrated? They're not getting time. Aubameyang, Lacazette, have their heads dropped? And I wonder what is going on. Because as you're saying, Robbie, we don't know everything, but something's not right. And I really feel as though, look, I do trust Arteta, but he needs to start being more consistent in his decisions, and he needs to start making better decisions in terms of lineups and tactics. Willian today should not have started. Hauled off at half time. Clearly, it was wrong. You and I were saying it in the week. But right now, Arteta is not getting things right. And if he carries on in this vein, he's not going to last the season. Because look where we are in the league now. 1-4, lost 4, drawn 1. That's awful. Awfully inconsistent. You know, so for me, yeah, questions are coming up now. We're nearly 25% of the season through in the league. It's not too early to be asking these questions. And Arteta needs to sort it out.
All right. Thanks a lot, man.
This video is supported by Profit Accumulator. Profit Accumulator helps you to earn extra money by doing something called match betting. Match betting isn't gambling. And when you do it properly, and I mean properly, you can't lose. So get involved right now. Click the link in the description and sign up to Profit Accumulator right now.